you doing?
I am doing good. Thank you so much for meeting with me. You're awesome. I don't even know how to put it. You're awesome. I've been following you for a very, very long time,
Really?
and I'm just like, you're dope. You're really dope. I have to say it to
I
you.
truly appreciate that. I just trying to help people. That's all.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You gotta give you your props. You have to.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I'm glad that we came in contact because like I said, I've been watching your videos for a long time.
Okay.
And it started with, me seeing you with Bianca doing the videos and I was just like, he kind of mean. But at the same time I was just like very relatable.
Mhm.
So I personally appreciate it because it's helped me with some of those rough patches as
Yeah.
far as how men think, how women think, how we can come together and think about a couple things together. So I
Absolutely.
I appreciate your videos a lot. I even have my mom watching them, so
Yeah.
it speaks volumes. But I promise I'm not gonna keep you long. Like I said, I just wanted to talk and see who Jeremy Holloway is. So that's going to be my first question. Who is Jeremy Holloway?
Um, Jeremy Holloway is an entertainer, a person who likes to help people, a person who found a way to use his entertainment skills, his acting skills, to try to help change the world. I didn't grow up listening to Tupac, but as I got older and I listened to Tupac and his mindset, it kind of started to really affect me on how he was trying to make change. And he was doing it through music. Now I wanted to see how I can make change through what I do, and it's acting. And I realized that even though social media is filled with people laughing and joking and creating comedy skits, these people that are watching are still going through very traumatic situations throughout their lives. So I was like, some people just want to be heard, so I can tell their stories, because sometimes the worst things is people just don't feel understood.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can make these skits and make people understand what a person's trying to say to them, more people can probably come together. We will have less deaths, we'll have less suicides, less killings if more people understood each other. So Jeremy is a person who just want to help people.
That's dope. That's really dope. So what would you say is the biggest challenge for you as far as making things bigger, like as far as skit wise? So like when you're actually deciding what type of skit you want to do, what is the main goal? So I know that you have, some that you do on relationships and some where, the parent might not be in the household. So what is, I would say, your goal as far as reaching people?
Um, I try to my goal is to make people think. So if I can create the content to spark their mind, whether they agree or disagree. I'm not really into people trying to agree with me, because if you consistently agreeing, it means I'm not doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
I like to spark conversations. So many things get swept under the rug, and we never address it. So I've made videos about rape. I made videos about verbal abuse, physical abuse, no mom, no father, you know, black lives. I made videos about black on black crime. I made videos so many things. And sometimes I know I upset people because when I say things, it's to trigger a thought process. If I consistently say the things they always hear people say, things are
Mm-hmm.
gonna always be the same.
Right.
Because if everybody keeps saying the same thing and we're still going through the same traumatic things, at some point somebody has to manufacture a different way of getting things across. So my whole thing is just to get people to be able to think. So
Okay.
the most difficult part is I know that what I'm saying is gonna have I'm gonna get backlash for it.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
not
have
saying
you
a difficult thing.
so I was actually watching one of your lives that you just did, and I know, like, when you on live, you try to read some of the comments, but I noticed that it's like you read them, but it's just like you be like, I can't do that. So is that hard for you as far as not always entertaining what you see or what you hear?
Well, it's not hard to not entertain certain things, because if you're going to be on social media, if you're going to be in the public eye, you have to realize you're going to have people who are trolls. Not everybody who's watching are fans. You're going to have people who just try to say things to get under your skin. So with that being said, and when I'm on live, I try to be as honest and as blunt as possible, because I feel like the world has been sugarcoating things for so long, and we're so misguided because people are not telling the truth. So watching my live, you have to be grown. You have to be willing to try to understand. And some people just say things because they have watched me before. They know certain things to say that would spark me to say something. So you have people who just disagree because they know the more they disagree with me, I'm going to say something to them like, okay,
right.
So what are you disagreeing with? What is your perspective on something? Mm-hmm. And once I realize sometimes they're just consistently doing it just to do it, I can say something that made perfect sense. I disagree because, like, I hate when I see people say, well, that's not all women. I never said all women. I never said all men. Mm-hmm. When I'm talking to women, because I'm a straight black man, I can't tell women what guys do. A woman can tell me what guys do because they experience guys. I don't experience guys. I experience myself. The fact that I know that I don't talk to men, I'm not going to be oblivious to when a woman say men tend to do this. I'm not going to say you're wrong because I don't do it. You date, you talk to them, so you see it. So I just have to be aware of what people are trying to do, trying to provoke me on my live with like the dumbest questions. Sometimes we're like, come on.
Very true. Because sometimes you look at them and you're just like, why would you even ask that? So I definitely understand that. So what would you say so far in your career is your biggest accomplishment that you've accomplished so far?
I honestly don't feel like I've accomplished anything, but I know I have. I think something about my biggest accomplishments was when I invited a woman to my live one time on Facebook. I mean, I was probably at like 3,000 followers or something like that, 300,000 followers, I mean. And she was telling me how she had just caught her boyfriend cheating. And it was so traumatic for her, she was finna go home and kill herself. Mm-hmm. And she referenced the video I had just posted, where she went on Facebook, and it was a video of I had just put out. And she was like, that video literally made her put the gun down. And that wasn't the first time I heard it. And it was different because you hear stories, you hear people say things like I'm saying, but it was different because I was like how we're talking now. I was talking to her and thousands of people were watching, and she said it to me, and it was different for somebody like typing it to you, or I'm just saying it and you don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I've had so many people like join my live and crying in tears, like your videos have genuinely changed my life. It had opened my eyes to so many things I was doing wrong. And the things I was doing wrong was putting me in situations where I was getting abused. Things I was doing because I was not paying attention to what I need to be paying attention to. I was so focused on love and I wasn't looking at respect. So, with that, I think those have been my biggest accomplishments for me, is the fact that my videos, when people see my videos, it really resonate with them to the point where they want to change their life around, men and women. It's not just women saying these men, they want to be better men, because a lot of us have been taught how to be men when it comes to loving a woman. We've just been taught how to provide, but we haven't been taught how to treat her, cherish her, love her, listen to her. We haven't been taught these things. And men, we just know how to go get the money, bring it home, but everything else, so I think those will be my biggest accomplishment thus far.
That's great. That's great. I actually watched one of your videos last night, and it was where you were like talking on the phone, and I believe it was like supposed to be like your sister sitting there, and she's just like, this happened to me. So that video for me, right? That video for me, it hit home. Like, I was literally here. It was probably like 3:30 in the morning. I'm sitting here crying, and my mom's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, "No, because these videos." And she was just like, "Go to bed," because they're really empowering. Only because you don't expect to see so much or be able to relate to so much in a video. So so it's like every time you post one, it's just like, it's amazing. So that goes to my next question. So outside of your accomplishments, when you suffer a setback, whether it's emotionally, physically, how do you deal with that?
Sometimes it's draining. I mean, I haven't had too many setbacks, but I've had some setbacks. I mean, when I got to 300,000 followers, I was like at 250,000. I got hacked and deleted off social media, and I had to start over from zero. And it was very traumatic for me because it was like it's very hard to get people to like or follow your page and to have 200,000 people gone because I was idiotic about how social media worked and how people would try to get your page, and I let somebody hack me. It was my fault because I didn't realize what was going on. I thought it was Facebook messaging me because it looked like Facebook, but it wasn't Facebook. So I put my password and stuff in. It was traumatic. It was crazy. But I've had a few setbacks to do with a lot of different things. But excuse me. But I mean, I tend to just step away from it, because with social media is filled with so much negativity, setbacks. Yeah, but like sometimes it's good to take away. I have to take a step back because it becomes a lot with social media being in the public eye. People consistently coming at you with their issues, their problems, their life story, and it becomes a lot. It weighs on you. So sometimes I have to take a step back. I mean, I've quit doing videos multiple times. Like I don't know if you noticed or seen. I've not posted a new video in months. It's like I've been posting old videos that people probably never seen before because I got hundreds of videos. So I mean, I think I haven't had too many setbacks when it comes to something like that. I mean, of course, I've lost money and stuff like that, but to invest in yourself, you're gonna lose, you're gonna gain. So it's part of the business. I think understanding the business, you understand it's not a setback. If you're oblivious to it, then you would think it's a setback. But if you know this part of the game, you got to take some L's in order to get to a certain spot. In order to be successful, you have to fail. If you always win, you never know how failure tastes. So I feel like you have to fail. So when you get to a certain level, that certain plateau of something, it resonates and it feels better because you know what you had to go through to get to it. So I don't really consider things a setback.
Okay. All right, that's dope. That's understandable and it's relatable. So, if you could work with any actress or actor, who would it be and why?
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx he's the person that got me into acting. He's the person that got me to playing the piano. He's not the person that got me singing. I was singing since Michael Jackson when I was a kid. But with Jamie Foxx is amazing. If Jamie Foxx knew how he impacted my life and changed who I was. I'm from the hood, and seeing what he was doing, and from the hood, you don't have nobody playing the piano. You don't have nobody that's singing like that. You don't have nobody that's that's funny and all these different things. And he can play and do so much stuff. And he just inspired me to want to step out. And the fact that I'm helping millions of people, and he never realized he may never know. Hopefully one day he knows if I ever meet him. But Jamie Foxx is the reason why I even do acting. Period. Like if I didn't look up to Jamie Foxx, I probably would never be helping millions of people. And with that being said, that's one of the reasons why I try to put out these content because there's no telling who I might be Jamie Foxx or somebody else, But Jamie Foxx, I got to work with Jamie Foxx. This dude is a beast. And you want to say a woman, Viola Davis. That woman is magnificent. I mean, I think I probably would be kind of nervous in the room with Viola Davis because she's like acting royalty. Yeah. Viola, oh my God, she kills every role. Her mannerisms, everything. Oh, don't get me started. Let me start it. I'll go on Viola Davis. I would go. You hear me?
So, what's your favorite film that she's in? Like, if you could pick one, like your top favorite.
I would think, because what I love about Viola is that she commits to those roles. I love her in her TV show How to Get Away with Murder. I love her in that because how she just get into her emotions, how she just and her scenes with Cicely Tyson. Those when they had an episode, it was just them. Oh, I could have watched the episode over and over again. But I loved her in the movie she did with Jamie Foxx. What was it? Lion Body Citizen. What is it? I can't think of the name of it. But I loved her in that. I loved her in what was it? Beautiful Things. Beautiful Creatures. Beautiful Creatures. I think Beautiful Creatures, where she played. I mean, it's so many roles. She's so many roles she's done. I love when she's like that. Like even the Suicide Squad, when she had that red power and she had like this, like that kind of crazy thing, like shoot him, yeah, shoot him.
Right.
Right, there's no bullet. Like you see, it's like, what's wrong with Viola? Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I ain't saying her like this. Yeah, you right, there's no gun, there's no bullets in it. And kind of find out it was actual bullets in it. You know, like that. It's just like she's just. I mean, I can go on. Like she got so many movies where she just killed it. You know.
Right. Yeah, she's really good. I liked her in Widows. I think that was like my favorite movie that she did.
Widows was nice too.
It was really good, especially towards the end. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I never seen her like that, but it was really good.
And be honest, that was the only reason why I watched Widows, just because Viola was in it. I mean, that's the only reason why I watched it. And for her to have that part, and once again, she was like the top person in control of things. She was, how one woman was called crying, she was like, "Shut up." They was in the car. It's like time for you to time for you to get it now. You gotta be a woman now. Grow up. Like it was like for her to be like, she's just a beast. It's just so many people that. Whew. Anyway, you have me talking.
It's fine, but this is what these are for, is so that people can see that yes, you may have a million followers, but you're still human. You are still able to talk to people. Because I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, they're a celebrity, they're never going to talk to me. No, because sometimes we have to make the celebrity in order for them to get to where they are. So, like I said, I appreciate
Absolutely.
you even, taking the opportunity to even talk so people can see who you are. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I hear through the grapevine that you are in the process of writing a book.
Yes.
So if you want to just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the book. The book has been like a thing people have wanted for a long period of time. I kept pushing it back. Like I said, I kept stepping away. Things were happening. Had to focus on this, focus on that. But yeah, now I'm the book is nearly in completion, and the book is called "Understanding is Key." I wanted to attack the mindset that people say communication is key in relationships or life, and it's like I don't believe that that's true. I believe that communication is one of the keys. Is you need it, but I think the core of everything is understanding. If you can understand who you are, understand the person that you're with, you can understand the situation that you're in. A lot of times we miss each other, we argue, we disagree, we break up, all because the fact of we not understanding what the other person was saying. Because sometimes we don't understand our feelings because we're so emotional, or we try to be so heartless, even though we still have these same emotions. We want to be above everything, and we run from our feelings to the point where we never understand them. And within my book, I'm talking about how to understand your feeling, how to understand the way you think. Like, why do you think your way of thinking is the right way to think? Because you experienced it. I mean, that same experience can go a million different ways. Because you experience something doesn't mean that it's for sure this particular way, which is why the video you referred to, it was like the sexual assault. And you saw how he was when it had nothing to do with him. But when somebody close to you, you never knew that was sexually assaulting. When you see that, his whole persona changed. Now he's ready to die and go shoot somebody and kill somebody for the simple fact now. But when it's somebody else you don't know, you don't understand how traumatic it could be for that person. So within my book is just trying to get you to understand so many different situations. Understanding yourself is very important, because when you understand you can eradicate so many things that happen in your life or could possibly happen, because you understand why you're making these decisions, versus just go, oh, I like him. Like, well, why do you like him? What is it about him? Are you sure you like him, or do you like the things that he does? So the book is Understanding is Key. And it's simply about understanding. From different aspects of being able to communicate, because people don't understand communication does not mean that you're talking. It's just, you can do this right here. You know what I mean? What's up? It's so many kinds of form of communication to where you have people think you have to verbalize it. And it's like, no, you don't have to verbalize it. Sometimes being quiet. It's like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she probably had a bad day today. I can tell how she walked. Because when you understand the person you with, you don't have to ask what's wrong, because you know what's wrong. Because you understand them, you know how they move. So my book just breaking down so many different things like that.
Okay. Sounds good. I can't wait to read all about it. So, I had over 150 people email me questions. So, um,
Are you serious?
yeah. When I put it out, I put the link at the bottom and said, "Hey, if you got questions, email me," and they literally flooded in. So I took the first five only because a lot of them were repetitive.
Yeah,
So
if
the
I was
first
asking was I single, how old I was, stuff like that.
Yeah. So the first one that a lot of people wanted to know was, how do you balance your work and relationship?
I don't have a relationship. That's kind of the thing. At this point in my career, I feel as though a relationship would hinder where I'm trying to go. And the only reason why is not due to her. When I say that the response every time, well, that woman probably can get you to. She probably can, but it's not. It's not that she's going to be a distraction for me on her end. It's the fact that I know Jeremy. I know I'm going to want to be around Jeremy. I want to
Mm.
love on her. I want to take trips. I want to go out to eat. All this time spent when I should be doing something that's going to get me to a different level. Once I get to a different level with people working for me so I can be making money. And if I'm not working right now, I'm not making any money. So with that being said, I have to be consistent in doing certain things. Once I get to a level of making money from different outlets and having people under me working for me, so I don't have to be there in control of everything, then I probably can see about, dating or trying to talk to somebody with things like that. But right now I'm trying to be focused because my main priority is my family and getting my family to a different way of living. It's not, I can't be selfish and trying to date somebody. So right now I'm not, I'm just totally focused on what I need to go.
Okay, that's understandable. So I guess this ties into the next question of, when that time does come for you where you do say, you know what, I'm ready to go ahead and, try the dating scene again, how would someone get your special attention?
Being themselves,
Okay.
which is a very hard thing to do. Being yourself is a very hard thing to do due to the fact that most people don't know themselves. They move how the world tell them they should move. They don't listen to that voice in their head that tells them like, no, that's not what you. He's not the one or she's not the one. They don't listen to that. They listen to their feelings. They listen to what the world say what a good man is, what a good woman is. A lot of people don't know how to be themselves, which is why I have a problem saying that. I can say being yourself, but they don't know how to do that.
Okay.
So when a woman's being herself, I may look at her a little differently. Not saying I'm gonna be with her, but that's gonna catch my eye when
Mm.
she's truly being herself. But if she's not, even if she's trying to be herself, I can always see when it's not you because you're gonna keep saying things that everybody else say.
Mm. Okay. So, would you ever consider dating a fan?
The fan word is kind of kind of like subjective to me. I mean, um, I don't know. Um, I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, I just can't say I will only talk to somebody who don't know who I am. Because if I consistently become bigger and bigger and bigger, of course, people are gonna know who I am. So eventually, they're a fan of my work, or they're a fan of mine, or they see my stuff, whatever the case it is. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I'm if that person, whether that person's a fan or not, if that person's a genuine person, I have no problem talk to anybody that's genuine. But that's a hard thing to find because some people just got motives. Some people show you special attention because you're famous or you're a celebrity or you got money. They just show you different things. So if you find a genuine person, I think most celebrities look for somebody who's just genuine. But it's a hard thing to do. People don't. It sounds easy, but it's
Mm.
extremely hard to be genuine.
Very true. Very true. So, what is one of your biggest pet peeves, whether it's on a day-to-day basis or like in a relationship? Like, what is the biggest like no for you?
Biggest pet peeve. Um, in a relationship, I don't know because I had to kind of check my pet peeves because my pet peeves were things that I had been through in life, and I just said, "Oh, never again, never again." and it made my pet peeves made me quick to anger. So I think one of my biggest pet peeves is people telling me that I'm angry when I'm not. I think that's what a lot of people. Oh, you mad? Like, you can't, like, bro. I'm not mad. I'm just telling you. Like, you not, like, bro. You making me mad by telling me that I'm mad. I'm not mad. I think that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, that still happens. And another thing is like a person just not being themselves. I'm gonna keep resorting back to being yourself because that's a very important thing for me. So is that, and also the people trying to tell me I'm mad. It's like, bro, you think this is mad? Oh, you can't talk to me. If you think this is mad, oh, you can't handle it if I do get mad because I'm not upset. I'm just being completely honest with you. A lot of times we look at honesty as hatred or being mad. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Don't tell me I'm mad. When I know when I'm mad, I'm not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the last question is, well, it's not really much of a question. It's more of like their thought of how you overcome. I'm trying to say it exactly how it's written here, but
Okay.
how do you overcome the good, the bad, and the ugly with being an actor? So I kind of feel like that kind of dabbles into like the setback versus the accomplishment, but I'm
Kind
gonna read
of
it
is.
as it's written.
I mean, it kind of is. Like being in the acting career, the acting lifestyle, or the whatever you want to call it. It's a very up and down situation. You can have a role here, $1,000, $100,000 role, and you may not get another role for 3 or 4 years. It's a tough thing. Everybody's not the Will Smiths or the Denzel where you get $20 million per movie. So you see them in one movie a year, 2 or 3 movies a year, and they cannot be in something for a few years. But you have working actors who have to be in something, and it's the way they eat. And then with a lot of people, they have to and then even with these jobs, when these jobs not coming consistently, you still have to work a 9 to 5. So you have to have a 9 to 5 to where you can still go on auditions. You can still be able to go do all these things. So a lot of them be waitresses. It's a lot of sacrifice. You can't want to live a certain lifestyle. Like, excuse me. And that was one of my things when I was younger. I wanted to live a certain lifestyle, so I was still working my 9 to 5. I was a technician at a cable company. I was able to pay my rent, pay my certain things, but it was like I couldn't do my acting. So I had to sacrifice my job for my acting career. And now to the point where I don't have to work at all due to my social media. And even when I was going viral all the time, and I tell people this all the time, I was still, without putting out these content people love, I was working a 9 to 5. I had a job. And so what I did was I had to make sure my job was my second priority.
Right.
Acting, my social media, that was my first thing. So I made sure I was never too tired to do my career. And I think the ups and downs of that, and knowing that it's gonna, you have to know it's gonna be a journey. Everybody's not that overnight person. If you know that and set your mind to it, it's gonna be, it's tough, and it sounds easy, but it's tough. You get depressed. You have to deal with it though. If it's something that you truly want to do, something you've always wanted to do, you gotta know it's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Right.
Seriously.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Well, listen, like I said, I'm thankful that you took the time to talk to me, and like I said, getting to know who you are as a person, your background. Even though I didn't see nothing on there about you playing piano, that was something new for me. So hopefully one day we'll get a video of you playing the piano or singing or something like that.
Yeah, I posted a video of me singing. Even though it was a video, my allergies is crazy. That's why it's during this time my allergies is always crazy. And I posted, like, I saw it's during this quarantine. There's been so many different challenges. So I had posted. I saw the singers Usher did the climax challenge because he was hitting it like real, like high notes. And I was like, okay. And I did the climax challenge. People like that. I mean, cause people like, man, he can sing. Like wow. Like I didn't know. I didn't realize you can sing. Like, yeah, because I don't. Because I'm gonna start working those kind of things into what I do. But like playing like what's make create some songs, record some songs, and add those to my videos and things like that, to where, you know, people can stream those, they can listen to them and things like that. I played the piano before on live, showing different things. Me and Bianca, because I don't think Bianca ever seen me play piano before. And to bring up Bianca, I know you didn't ask, but like, I love the fact that when I was putting Bianca in my videos, I love the fact that Bianca was in my videos due to the fact that she was a plus size woman. You don't really see too many plus size women. It's like you have to be this certain kind of woman to be beautiful. And I love the fact that you know, and she told me this herself, you know what I'm saying? It was like, she loved the fact that I even used her, because when I first started, there were people that I was working with that didn't want to use her because she was plus size. It was like, bro, Bianca's amazing though. She has an amazing talent. She's creative. She's smart. She's funny. You know, she make people laugh. And then now she's built her own following up. And you know, she has so many people of plus size or whatever. They look up to her. They see her confidence, and it's like all of that resonated because you have this group of women, a group of people who feel like they never be seen. So I don't know why I just said that, but I just felt like I had to say that.
But it's good though, because a lot of times, especially too, like you said, a lot of people don't want to use a plus size model or a plus size actress because they feel like she doesn't have the look that they need.
Absolutely.
But yeah, when I see her, I'm just like, listen, you role model to me, because like I said, a lot of people they don't have that. So when we're now starting to see the plus size models on the billboards and stuff like that, it's just like, if she can do it, I know I can too.
Exactly, and honestly, that's why Bianca came out with her hoodies, and she had a plus size woman, and she said, "I can do it too."
Yeah.
And like, and I told her, man, I told her how proud I was of her, because to see how she's grown over the years of her acting and on her on social media, which is why now I'm telling her, man, just go do your own thing, because you're in your own lane right now. Focus on that, get that. Conquer that, and then, you know, because I think I've conquered a lot of stuff on social media, which is why now I'm branching off to feature films and books and, you know, web series. I'm going more because I've done the social media thing. Even I'm gonna consistently post on social media. I'm not gonna ever stop, but I think I've done a lot on social media to where I get to a point of just opening up the brand, the floodgates, you know, and just really putting out so many different kinds of content to help people, to entertain people. You know, it just, I don't know. But yeah, I just had to say that, because I just feel as though as a society, especially with black men, or, you know, whatever, we don't highlight the big booty women or something like that. There's just so many different sizes of women. They all amazing, and they all deserve to be seen, you know. So I don't know why I just said that. I forgot what we were talking about.
No, it's like I said, it's fine, because like I said, that's what we want to hear. We want to hear that side off camera. So like I said, I definitely do appreciate, you know, the fact that you even took the time just to talk to me, even if it was for a little bit. I appreciate it. Just telling everybody where they can find you at on social media.
All of my social media is at Jeremy L. Holloway. Everything is my name. I'm not that creative. I don't think I was real creative when it came to making my name, because I made my page just because it was like, I don't know the name myself, so, you know, I'm not like Just Hilarious or DC Young Fly. I'm not, you know, I have no creative bone like this. Like, I'm an actor, and I added the L to my name, and I try to tell people when I do interviews or whatever, like, put the L there, because I want people to say Jeremy L. Holloway, like they say Michael B. Jordan, like they say Samuel L. Jackson. You know, I wanted my name to be, it's a different, it's a lot of different people who got the initial there, because it's a lot of Jeremy Holloways, but it's not too many Jeremy L. Holloways. So, so everything is at Jeremy L. Holloway. Everything, Instagram, Facebook, type my name on whatever, it's gonna pop up. YouTube, so I'm gonna pop up. You type in Jeremy Holloway, I might not pop up, but yeah, everything is at Jeremy L. Holloway.
Okay, cool. But again, Mr. Holloway, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I do hope we do this again very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to what's coming next. I'll be looking for the book with my signed copy and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do like signed copies. I'm gonna try to go to city to city doing like book signings, and, you know, just different things, so I can kind of be more with the fans and the people who support me. You know, that's a great thing when I'm around people who support me. So hopefully, you know, Hopefully it's out soon. Well, the
Okay.
due date is not yet, but it's gonna be coming very soon. I didn't want to drop it during the quarantine. That's kind of what it was. So I slowed down because I didn't want to be putting things out there for having folks spend money on, and some folks losing their jobs. Some folks don't know how they're going to eat. And I'm out here trying to sell a book. So it's like, no, I'm going to wait until after everything, all this stuff go over. Mm-hmm. So that's why the dates and stuff got pushed back and things like this. So it's like, I guess because my morals will let me just try to sell you something when you're going through something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. And like I said, I hope we do this again very soon. And I will be talking with you soon. Thank you.
All right. You have a good one.
Thanks, you too.